Hey, it's God here, and it's time to talk about Blue Lock. Now, I really like this episode, not just because of what happened, the events, the hype moments. I also had my favorite moment in the series, which wasn't the climax, so to say, what happened after, but it truly feels like this is just the beginning of the series with what happens after this episode, which thankfully we have quite a few more episodes left in the series. I think it's going to have like 24, but I'm really excited for the future of the series, the character, what's going to happen. Even start this new training we have here, the second selection. But in this episode, we're gonna focus on the conclusion of the match and Isagi's final piece finally getting into its place. So let's get into it and talk about it. Now, it picks straight into the action, like from last week, with Isagi finally smelling this goal in their last chance or this last play, all of them trying to work together, the other team even trying to using falls to stop them but not working, Chigiri trying his best with his speed, running, passing back and forth with Isagi. And I feel like they tried to do a redemption for Kwon this episode, or at least he finally realized what he did was wrong properly. Tried his best to apologize for it in his own way, even cheering for them. But back with the action, even Kunigami tries to score, but it doesn't work. He has to pass, gets the pass. Sorry, Zantetsu is there to stop him, and I feel again Raichi. Raichi, man, is quickly becoming one of my favorite characters in the series. He saves again. He even surprised that I was saying how much stamina does this guy have, and that's a really good point. Maybe Raichi's power is gonna be his stamina and how and much endurance he has, especially in his stalker mode. He saves the ball there and kind of kicks them into overdrive. I'll kill you, and in his typical rage fashion. Bachira and Isagi, I feel like they're the best partner duo combo we have. Trusting Isagi, passing to him so he can finally score, putting all their eggs into Isagi. But it wasn't that easy because there's still a monster on the field. That monster being Nagi, being there to stop Isagi. And even acknowledging that Isagi is the most dangerous person on the field. Remember how the reaction that Nagi first had when he saw Isagi and how everything changed through the duration of this match. And this kind of puts Isagi into panic mode, a bit overthinking, saying, hey, I have to control this at top speed, the ball. He started losing the image, the smell of the goal there, but slowly takes a step back a bit and realizes what his weapon is, breaking through, remembering his own goal, how he scored back, and that's the key, that his final piece is here, realizing I am at Blue Lock because my weapon or the final piece is his direct shot. And I really like the way they did. It felt like he went Super Saiyan there when he did that shot, like the image, it felt like a bit of One Punch Man. Just the black and white to his shot there felt so good and satisfying, and the song, it hit perfectly there, and he finally scores. And this was happened way fast. I wasn't expecting them to have the goal be did fast. Thought it was gonna be towards the end of the episode where we see the conclusion of the match, but I think this was better. Honestly, I kind of like them having the conclusion be this fast, and in a hype epic moment I was grinning looking at the screen. Give me more. Yes, this is why I like this series. But it also ended fast, so to say, the match here. I love that, but I kind of wanted more of it. Don't get me wrong. Now after that they finally win the match, and we have Reo and Zantetsu. Finally it hit them that they lost. And Nagi was still full of adrenaline, probably wanted to do more. Hey, let's score 2 more goals and we can do this. But the match ends. You hear the final call. That's it. And they lost. And Nagi finally felt frustration of losing something after he tried this hard. And I feel like that's probably gonna drive him to be even better, more of a monster. And I can't imagine Nagi being even better than he is right now. Even though they lost, Nagi was still the best player on the field, and it wasn't even close how much better he was than everybody else there. This was right after this. I loved the goal from Isagi, was very hyped, had a lot of fun with it. This was my favorite moment when Kunigami forgiving Kuon, saying that, hey, let's join for the celebration. And we have Raichi also coming. Hey, no. I still don't forgive you, but still gives him credit for what he did, stopping Nagi there with that tackle. And I was like, no way Raichi is gonna do this. No way he's actually gonna forgive Kwon, right? Please tell me ain't so. Then we finally have my most satisfying moment in the series, the best moment over here. The punch. One punch went directly on Kwon. And he deserved it, and I'm gonna hate you for the rest of my life. I love Raichi. Thank you for that, Raichi. Isagi can have his goal, but you are the MVP in my heart, Raichi. With the save and with the punch. Raichi, best character. But yeah, this felt super fast. We had the conclusion of the match. They won. First selection is over. Ego coming in with the results. Also, Team V getting first place, second place being Team Z. We see some of the other players that survived. Nico, Baro. I can't wait to see more Baro. I feel like he's the most has the biggest presence when he's on field. He's actually the king of the ball, king of the field there. We had Nagi the monster, but he pales in comparison to Baro and how much presence Baro has on the field. One of my favorite characters to see in the series. One of the Vanima brothers survived. 11 players from Team Z. That was pretty much it for the first selection. Then we have a bit of a downtime, them celebrating, preparing for their party. They're bickering a bit. Isagi talking to Bachira, going through what they learn a bit there, saying even if he predicts the ball, he needs to act faster on it, and that's when his direct shot came into that. I really like the connection between them, the relationship, how much they understand each other, especially how much faith and trust Bachira has into Isagi. I hope we're gonna see more of them, especially after the way the episode ended, but we're gonna get to that. And then we have the bro moment, the high five. Isagi tried to high five, but he gets a chop on his typical Bachira. But this also showed the other reality of Blue Lock. It's not all fun and games and have immersing yourself into football. You also see the other side of when you lose. The winner side is really good, but I really liked they showed the people that lost their dreams being crushed, the frustration, the crying, the pain everybody was feeling there. I really liked that scene to be shown. This is still a survival anime in a way. Now we also have Nico being there and acknowledging that thanks to Isagi, he also lost, but he also awakened at the same time, and he swapped his playstyle to also score, not just to control the battlefield. And this is how kind of considers Isagi a rival. And even Isagi saying thanks to you, we both got the same awakening in a way. But you're saying you're getting more and more rivals, but this just gave Isagi motivation. I really liked that scene, the look in his eyes we got there. Even the thumbnail felt like the best image we got in the entire episode, with him saying I want to win more and more. Now they finally go back after going to get the drinks, and everybody fell asleep. Everybody was super tired. Now this is where it's set up for the future. We see Ego coming in saying get ready for physical training, just putting them down like a drill sergeant. You won't be allowed to kick the ball, your little garbage. I really like Ego so much. We see the advanced training they're gonna have, even VR training in a way. They're gonna have to wait for the top players until they're finished, but keep in mind these top players from other buildings is gonna be very important. Now we have the training arc. I feel like a lot of series are doing training arc this week. We had Bleach, we had Chainsaw Man, now we have Blue Lock. I don't know what other series, maybe some others are also doing some training arcs, but it feels like the training arc week for a lot of the series. Was pretty hard training there. See some montages with them, even some puke in the background. But yeah, after 10 days of hard training, it's finally time for the second selection to start. We see all of the other players from other buildings, keep that in mind, being there. But apparently Ego lied about something. There are no other buildings at Blue Lock. Nobody from 1, 2, 3, 4. There's only building 5. And he played with them, treating them like garbage and lying to them, just to give them this hunger for a goal, something to strive for, the determination, the will. Think that even Noah, the top player, he grew up in the slums of France. The only way out of there was football, his only option there, and he had to have that drive, and in a way kind of gave them that, and even the confidence they got in this episode. You need the hunger for goals. This is how the second selection starts. It was to turn the 0 into 1, the first one, and this is where you have to multiply that 1 into 100. And I'm really interested how this one is going to be, because it's going to have 5 stages, and only then you can move on. And the top players in the training, if you pass, you're gonna get to play with some hand-picked top players by Ego, and that's more incentive to give them that drive more and more, that ego. And I really like how Ego is doing things. And the way he's talking them just like an actual drill sergeant, treating them like shit. But the twist of this second selection, this is going to be a solo one, not one with teams, because he made a really good point. Maybe you got lucky with a really good team and that's how you advance, but this is going to be solo. That's going to make some interesting things we're gonna have to see, because some of the players, I feel like even me in Team Z, some of them I don't even remember them, nor their names, nor their skills, and probably even on the other teams, some random players advance and you never know, are they good, they just got lucky, and so on. And I'm really happy that we're gonna have a solo second selection. But now we have this mysterious guy that kicks one ball in the air very nicely and then kicks another with nice control and effect and hits his own ball, showing kind of like a power showcase, even though he was his warm-up, being the first one to have the courage to go in for the solo selection. Apparently Itoshi Rin, and they confused him with Itoshi Sae, one of the world best 11 that we got a few episodes ago introduced to, and got me thinking, is he his brother, is he his cousin, or just similar name? I don't know, but maybe he's connected to Sae. We're gonna have to find out. And he seems like has a bit of that asshole snark to him in a way. I don't know, that's my first impression I got from him. You know what I really liked after that was them bickering a bit, patting themselves on the back, the confidence they had, the ego there, and still acting a bit as a team. But them acting like that, saying, hey, let's meet outside of Blue Lock also, is that going to happen after the solo selection? I don't know. Misagi finally goes in, has the confidence, but what is next? We're gonna have to find out on next week. And yeah, this was a pretty nice episode. The beginning was super fast, and then we had the setup for the future. And my favorite moment, the punch from Raichi. But yeah, the series is really fun. I'm curious what you guys think about the episode, Isagi's goal in particular, and would you forgive Kuon after all of that? I don't know, I'm still not sure about it. And what do you think about this solo second selection and this new Itoshi Rin character that we have here? Let me know in the comments below. And remember to also check out the podcast, Because Anime, episodes every Wednesday 1 PM EST. We're gonna have a lot of fun with it. Also check out some of the other videos, and as always, thank you very much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, helps me quite a lot. And you guys get the latest videos on the series that I follow. So keep enjoying Blue Lock. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.